Welcome back, Gemini. I'm Ryan with Arrows of Love. Today we're going to do your May 2021 Love, Tarot, and Astrology reading. First and foremost, if you like these videos and would like to see more of them, please click that like button and subscribe. It's very much appreciated for me and it helps the channel. All right, so Gemini, we are still in Taurus season. Taurus season is wrapping up. Taurus is 12 signs past Gemini. This is your sleepy house. This is the house of the subconscious. It's about research, going deep. It's about rest, introspection, and reflection. Ancient astrologers also said this was the house of undoing. So you need to be a little bit careful. There can be some escapist qualities to Taurus season for you, and it's getting toward the end until the sun moves into your sign, Gemini. So we're headed into Gemini season, and there's going to be a lot of Gemini energy in the air. There is right now. Mercury, your ruling planet, is in your home sign, and it's going to be retrograding later on this month. Venus, the love planet, is also in your sign, and today, it is May 17th. It is conjoining the north node of the moon. And the north node in astrology, at least in modern astrology, talks to destiny and it talks to your life path. So today, especially in love, if you're looking partnered up, whatever's going on, pay attention because today is going to have some clues as to what the rest of the year is going to bring because we're also headed into eclipse season. The rest of the year is going to be really wonky. There's going to be a lot of crazy things happening. Kind of have a little bit of a reprieve this first half of the year, and now things are going to start to get a little bit shaken up because eclipses always bring massive changes, and the eclipses happen to be in your sign, Gemini, and your 7th house of Sagittarius, and we'll get more to that. So we're wrapping up Taurus season. You could have been taking a rest, time for yourself, a lot of introspection, possibly some research, going deep, and it's figuring out, what's your next steps because the sun is going to move into Gemini on May 21st, just a few days from now. The spotlight will be on you, and there's going to be a lot of it because Mercury is traveling through your sign right now, your home sign, which is always a great thing for you. You can be very chatty, very communicative. Things are opening up again in the United States, so maybe you're going out and seeing friends and family. Communication is opening up, but communication is going to be slowing down because Mercury is going retrograde May 30th through June 22nd, about 3 weeks. So at the end of the month, we're going to see a massive slowdown. And for you, this is going to affect you the most because Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini and it's going retrograde in your sign. So this is a time of reassessment, realignment, review, reflection. It's the re's. It's time to slow down. And generally speaking, your sign rules communication, technology, short distance travel, siblings. Any of those themes could come up during this particular time for you. But in your first sign, it's really about how it is you present yourself to the world, how you express yourself to the world, and really taking a deep look at self-presentation and making changes with you, because that's where your home sign is located right now. So like I said, that's going to last from May 30th through June 22nd. So it's about a 3-week period. It's going to go through. One other thing I want to mention, when Mercury starts going retrograde, it's at 24 degrees, it'll be at 24 degrees of Gemini. It's going to be making a square, which is a 90-degree angle over to nebulous Neptune sitting in Pisces. And Jupiter just entered Pisces as well. I'll talk a little bit about that and what that means for you. But Pisces is your 10th house. This has to do with career matters, what it is you do out in the world, how you present yourself out into the world. So when Mercury squares Neptune, this can point to some disillusionment, can point to some deceit or some deception in the air, especially with communication. So you need to watch what's happening around the workplace, especially for you. If something doesn't smell right, chances are it's not. So be really careful about what's happening around that May 30th timeframe, because when Mercury stations, it's not moving forward in the sky anymore. That's really when things can get a little bit crazy. Be careful with travel, take your time. It's time to just review. Things come up during this time. It's pointing you into these directions that require your attention. So especially for you, Gemini. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, karmic justice, spirituality and religion, just moved into its home sign of Pisces on May 13th, and it's going to be there until July 28th, until it retrogrades back into Aquarius for a review the rest of the year. Pisces is your 10th house of career. So career matters could really be taking off, or you're at least going to get a hint of career matters to be taking off in 2022. So you get a nice little 3-month period here where you're going to see some potential for growth and expansion in that career sector. Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. So we also need to be really careful of escapist behavior, drugs, alcohol, sex, anything that takes us out of reality, because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. And this is about the ethereal. These are things unseen. These are spiritual matters. It's about spiritual growth, but it could be spiritual growth, expansion, especially for you in that 10th house of career. So big career things are coming for you, generally speaking, Gemini. Mars, the planet of action, vitality, sometimes conflict and aggression, is still sitting in Cancer. It's in its fall position in Cancer. Again, there could be some issues on the family front, things coming up with mom, reproduction, anything in the home. There could be home repairs. Mars is going to be there from at least until June 11th, until it moves into Leo, and that's a much different energy, and that's very good for you, Gemini. But right now, it's sitting in at that second house. Cancer is 2 signs past Gemini, so right now there could be things coming up with money, possessions, resources, maybe just a cash flow issue right now. Maybe just have a large expenditure in the house, home repair, anything to that matter, to that effect, could take place until June 11th. The eclipses are going to be big. So we're headed into eclipse season. Eclipses are in the Gemini Sagittarius axis, which means big changes with you and big changes with your relationships. So there's going to be a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on May 26th. And for you, Gemini, that is in your 7th house of marriage, one-on-one relationships, legal contracts, and clients within your business. So whenever an eclipse happens, lunar eclipses, this is when things come to light. So, and big changes. So you might be making some really big changes on the marriage front. Maybe some of you are taking it to that next level. Maybe some of you are going to get married. Some of you might be breaking off relationships. Eclipses are always big changes, and they can take about 6 months to come to fruition. But if you're seeing glimpses of this now, just know that the universe is realigning you for something better. So whatever comes out, just let it go, because eclipses are always, something's eclipsed, it's done. And this happens to be in your sign and in your 7th house. So this could be big things with relationships, but it could also be really good things with relationships too. So good things could come in at this time as well. And then in June, about 2 weeks after this, there's going to be a total solar eclipse in your sign, which means big changes with you, potentially with the body. Maybe you're doing some body maintenance, your self-presentation, how you present yourself out into the world. It's big changes with you and your relationships for the rest of the year. So just get ready for it. Eclipses are always going to be crazy. Mercury's going to retrograde during this time too. It's going to be a wonky time. So just go with the flow, Gemini, as much as you possibly can. Those are the major transits. Let's see what's happening in love. As always, these are general readings. Take the messages that resonate with you, leave the rest. Also, take a look at your ascendant, moon, and Venus sign. If you don't know what that is, you can go to any website, just plug in natal chart. If you know your time of birth, city, then it can tell you exactly where the houses are, and you can see exactly how this might all affect you. And if you're looking for a personal reading, feel free to email me. My email is in the description box below, and we can set up a personal time to go through your chart. So, all right, so let's see what's happening in love. Like I said, that 7th house of marriage, relationships, it's going to blow up. Something's changing on that front. So, and there's really nothing you need to do about it. It's going to happen regardless, because the universe is going to realign you to your true destiny, which is where the North Node is laying right now. So the South Node, which means things could come back from the past too. So you need to be careful with exes, things from the past creeping back up. And if it does come back, that means there's something that needs to be resolved. There's some karma that needs to be worked out between you guys. So Gemini, big things happening for you. Let's see how this is going to affect the love life. I'm going to pull one card from the Angels Oracle, 3 cards for you, 3 cards for your love interest. this a nice little shuffle. All right, this one came out. King of Pentacles. That's for you. We are in Taurus season. That is the Taurus card. Again, this is about going deep. This is about research, introspection, especially when the sun moves into your sign. That was just bad shuffling on my part. It's things are changing with you. Let's just put it that way. All right, Gemini. Let's see what the angels have to say. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, very nice card. Like I said, things could be changing with you. If you're in a happy, stable relationship, things could go to the next level. Things are on the rocks. Be prepared, okay? So, but right now, maybe you're just in a honeymoon period. Maybe you're infatuated. Things are going well on the love front overall. So this is a great card. Maybe it's time to also take a trip, get out. You know, things are opening up again, so that could be a good activity for you and a loved one. This card also reminds me of the Six of Swords in the Tarot, which is the man and the woman and child leaving something behind. So it has something to do with that too. So you could be leaving something behind, but you know, overall, this is a really nice card. All right, so the one that popped out was the King of Pentacles. That's Taurus energy. That is your 12th house. I give this one more shuffle. Okay, 2 more cards for you, 3 cards for them. Let's see what's going on, Gemini. The Sun. Just talked about that. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. This is for them. 10 of Pentacles. Very nice. 4 of Cups. Queen of Wands. So Gemini, you are feeling stable. You have happiness. There's introspection happening right now in what it is you want. But there is something here that needs to be rebalanced, okay? 6 of Pentacles is the rebalancing of your time and effort. So if you're feeling a little bit shaky right now, chances are something's got to give. A relationship is imbalanced somehow. If you're giving more than you're receiving, that's an imbalance. Like I said, this is the Taurus card. This is something, you know, this could be you wanting a stable foundation for a relationship, something that's long-term. Something that's going to produce abundance. Taurus is a financial house, so maybe you're just feeling abundant right now, but that likely this is something that you're working toward, having that feeling of abundance. You know, the sun is moving very close to those last degrees of Taurus, so now is the time to start wrapping things up, because the sun is coming into your home sign on the 21st, and it's going to put a spotlight on you and what it is you want. The rebalancing could relate to this Mercury retrograde phase, May 30th through June 22nd. It could be a rebalancing of cash flow, a rebalancing of relationships within your life. But enjoying the bliss together, you know, again, Sun is one of the happiest cards in the deck. This is a stable foundation. This is you, right? You're working toward that happy life. Overall, things are pretty good for you, but there's going to be a rebalancing needed. On the other side, they might be providing you happy home, happy life. They might promise you everything. This is one of the best cards in the deck. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, Pentacles energy. That's earth signs, earth energy. We're still on earth. Taurus is an earth sign. So you might be building slowly but surely to this level. It's a great card. Happy home, happy family. and abundance. But there's something here that's creating uncertainty emotionally. You have some Pentacles energy here, so maybe resources are doing fine, but there's something here that needs to be worked out. It's the man underneath the tree with his arms crossed. The universe is holding out a cup of emotional fulfillment. He's got 3 in front of him. Is he going to take it? Possibly. The other side might be unsure whether or not this is the relationship that they want. If they're unsure, maybe that's the imbalance here. You want to be the first choice, right? Not a second choice, not a third choice, not a fourth choice. You want to be the first choice because you're worth it. You offer stability, right? So if they're feeling uncertain here, it could have something to do with passion. Maybe some of you are having some issues in the bedroom. Not all of you. The Queen of Wands she's magnetic. And don't get hung up on gender here. She's magnetic. She's social. Extremely good looking. Brings people in basically to her. She's kind of the social butterfly. And there's a mystique quality to her. You see the black cat down at the bottom here? That represents, not black magic, but she's got some magic to her. She draws people in. Your other person could be trying to channel this energy. There's something here that there's uncertainty in this relationship somewhere. Whether it's the emotional fulfillment, could be the passion. Maybe not the passion so much, but there's something here emotionally that maybe you guys need to work out. Overall, though, this is really nice. 10 of Pentacles, one of the best cards in the deck, right? It could bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, possibly children, too. Possibly. Let's pull a card for the outcome. Temperance, okay. Temperance is, again, the rebalancing. This is the healing card. This is Archangel Raphael. This is asking you to go in deep. Like I said, Taurus is your 12th house. There's an element of spirituality here. The angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, which means you got to go deep into your emotions. You got to go deep into your spiritual practices. Figure out if things are aligned or not. But you got to be grounded as well. She's got 1 foot on the ground, which means you have to keep it based in reality. Some of you, I'm just getting this. Some of you, you're going to be attracted to someone possibly a little bit older or wealthier, or someone with authority, and that could relate to Jupiter moving into that 10th house. Jupiter is your ruling love planet, rules Sagittarius, which is your 7th house. It just moved into Pisces, which is your 10th. So you could, maybe it's someone at work, maybe it's just someone with authority, someone you look up to. You could have a romantic attraction to that person, and you're trying to figure out, can this work? That's for some of you, I just got that. But you need to be careful here. There's Temperance says, use caution, make sure you are balanced, the relationship is balanced, and that there could be a healing aspect that you need to take care of. And that could be just taking the honeymoon, taking a trip together, reconnecting. Overall, this is a really nice reading, Gemini. I think there's some really nice things coming for you. Again, there could be some big changes too coming your way, and this is going to call you to use your spiritual intuition to know what's right for you and whether or not something's working out for you. And if a situation is imbalanced, you're going to know exactly what that is during this Mercury retrograde period. I wish you all the best. I hope you're doing well. We'll talk to you next month. Take care.